Hello yogis, it's Natasha. Welcome to another yoga wheel, yoga flow class. I'm going to use my 12-inch wheel and I'm going to start by laying my thoracic spine and head right onto the wheel. So adjust yourself and get comfortable. Roll the palms up and allow them to rest right outside your mat. Feel an opening in the heart and release through the mind, relaxing the muscles in the face, softening the forehead, the eyebrows, the jaw, the tongue. If it feels good, go ahead and extend your legs and let the feet flop out to the sides, allowing the hips and the knees and the toes to soften. And then focusing on some deep breaths here. Trying to clear the mind. When you're ready, we'll take the arms into a clasp, releasing the index finger, Kali Mudra grip, sending the fingers behind you. And then walk onto the feet and start to just roll up and down the spine. So if you need to adjust your wheel to make that more comfortable, go ahead. Allow the hips to melt back and down, and then just rock back and forth, massaging the whole vertebrae, upper to lower, trying to get the sacrum and the tailbone to land, allowing yourself to melt right into the wheel. You can fold your arms over your head, find a little bit of rest onto the top of the head, very light pressure there, and then feel the hip flexors as you straighten and try to touch your toes to the mat. Maybe flex and point. Rocking back, and this time maybe grabbing the wheel if you feel like your shoulders are ready for that. You can grip your fingers around the wheel and then start to just again take nice breaths, melting and softening your body over the wheel. Whatever feels good for you. Vigorous rocks, very gentle and slow movement. You can start to take the feet off and see if you can balance with your feet up in the air like a hollow back body position. Rolling your hips up and down, testing out balance. Dropping your feet back down. We'll keep one leg lifted and then the other leg will lift. Just extend that out, stretching the feet towards your face. Setting the legs back down. Let's walk the feet in and then roll your body right off. We're going to roll a couple of times all the way from the head to a malasana. And then finding malasana by just pushing off your wheel. Take a few little wiggles, kind of twisting the knees by lifting one heel, lifting the other heel, and then come to a forward fold. Grab the wheel and send it out in front of you, taking a downward facing dog shape, and then just play here, maybe rocking onto heels and toes if your hamstrings are okay with that, or just settling in your half fold. Deep breath into the back body and sigh out. We're going to try now to roll the hips to a plank position. Be very mindful. The wheel is very unstable. This is hard. You could do this right on your mat if you do not feel safe. Down dog to plank, and then we're going to try some little hip dips from side to side, allowing the edge of the foot to find the earth. Hips right to left, right to left. Really strong core, shoulder engagement, and then lower the knees. Bring your body over the wheel in a child's pose or almost like a rabbit pose. You can bring the forearms down and then a little tiny bit of weight on the head. Rounding the spine, stretching the upper back. Shoulder blades separate, hips land, head lands, and then lift up. So we're gonna try knees, chest, chin, down and up, strengthening the upper body, but also getting a really nice thoracic and cervical spine stretch. Seeing if your chest and chin can find the earth, but if not, don't force it. It can be more of a chin stand shape or locust as you try to peel the knees towards the sky. Come on down and rest, and we'll try that one more time, perhaps extending the legs up towards the sky. When you're ready, knees, chest, chin, perhaps melting the heart down, chin down, trying to get the knees up. Imagine your toes are going to touch your head, and then extend the legs, engaging the quads, the whole back body, glutes are on, and release. Plank to downward facing dog. Breathe here, press the chest towards the wheel or towards your toes, and we're going to try to jump over the wheel. Jump. Maybe you catch a handstand, or you just land and have a seat. Take the legs out in front of you and forward fold. Bring your fingertips down by your knees. We're going to lift the right leg up and set it down. Fold. Lift the left leg up and set it down. Try both legs. Quads, hip flexors, core, around the spine. Lift the feet up, all strength. And release, forward fold. Round it up, walk onto the feet in a goddess position. Knees wide, shoulder taps inside of knee. Take it right, center, and left, center. Open up the hands. Make this a little bit deeper. Maybe you can reach the ground, stacking the shoulders. Big breath in, and then twist. Right arm forward, left arm back. Pull the arms in opposition, hands to heart. Left hand down, right arm up. Pull the arms to stack, and then twist. Left arm forward, right arm back. Draw the belly in, palms to heart center. Take yourself down. We're going to take the left toes on the wheel for plank. Right leg back, knee to nose. Send it back, knee to nose, hips lift. Crease of the elbows forward, shoulders pressing down, knee tucks and steps through. Low lunge, back knee rows in and out. Knee tucks, knee extends. Feel the left hip flexor and quads, stretch it back. Hands to the hips, straighten out the spine, and then lift the arms over the head. We're going to take a twisting lunge. Left arm forward, right arm back. Lift. Think of maybe warrior two. Open up. Right arm forward. Lift, arms up. Twisting lunge. Exhale. Inhale, lift. Right arm forward, warrior two. Cartwheel the arms down. Step. Press firmly into all 10 fingers. And we're going to try to lift up through the right leg into an L handstand. Push the shoulders down, lift, and then we'll jump off. Left foot lands, right foot lands next to it. Uttanasana, forward bend. Let the head and body release. And then we'll take our right leg, toes onto the wheel. Left knee is going to tuck in and out in plank. Doing the other side, tuck tightly as you push the shoulders down, dome around the spine, and then step on through. Set your low lunge up, tuck the wheel by bending the right knee in and out. Tuck it in, push it away. Pull it in, press it out. One more time. And then we'll bring our arms up, set our high lunge, twisting lunge. Straighten out, warrior two. Arms up, twisting lunge, lower down, push the wheel behind you, lift up again, and then open up, warrior two shape. Cartwheel the hands down, spread those fingers wide, push firmly down through the shoulders, maybe adjust your wheel if you need to. Send the left leg up high, try and stack the hips, and then jump off. Forward fold. Maybe compressing the back of the hands down on the mat for a little stretch on the wrists. Wiggle the fingers, maybe circle the wrists. We're going to have a seat back onto the wheel, rolling our bodies right back over. We're going to try to bring our palms flat on the mat, fingertips towards wheel. And then see if we can lift our knees up into the chest and try and lift the hips as we bring the toes over the head. And almost like we're trying to flip. Our hands are going to land. We're going to bring the feet towards our chest and then land on the feet. These little flips. Hands down. If you feel strong enough, let's try to peel our spine off into a little back roll, landing on your feet. Very minimal weight on the head there. Then we're going to take a cobra. Wedge the wheel under the sternum. Find a comfortable place where you can really kind of lean into it. And then when you feel like you have that, stretch the arms back. Heart to sky, shoulders back and down. Grab for one foot. You can hold the wheel and then see if you can let go, and you might need to readjust it. We're going to try for bow pose, Dhanurasana. Outside grip on both feet. Kick the feet back as you shine the heart up. Shoulders down, glutes engaged. Hold a breath or two. And then slowly release. Gonna go into upward facing dog. Press onto the hands. Exhale, downward facing dog. Settle and breathe. Shake the head out. Stretch the right leg to sky. Bend the knee. Open the hips. Lower to the left forearm for a breath. And then use the right hand to push back out of it. Now step the right foot outside the wheel, finding a lizard or low lunge shape. Stretch the arms in front and then drop the back knee to the mat. Wedge the wheel into the hip and then grab a hold of that back foot. Maybe you hug it in, maybe you take a mermaid bind, reaching over the head, seeing if the fingers can meet. Release, fold over the wheel again. This time twist. Reach the right hand to the right foot, twisting the shoulders to stack and gazing up. Release. Rock out your lunge and then push the wheel back. We're going to try to take Ekapada Kundanyasana 2, flying splits. Take your right leg onto the shelf of your arm. You can keep the back leg on the wheel or try to float it off and back on. And we'll settle into a half split. Low lunge. Take your wheel, take your low lunge with a gentle back bend, reaching the wheel behind you. And then releasing. So we're going to try full split or just work on your half split. And you can use the wheel to really prop up your spine, keep everything nice and active and stacked, shoulders over hips. Work on squaring the hips and just breathing, finding ease. And release that. Back to down dog. Left leg up, bend the knee, stack open the hip, melt onto the right forearm briefly. Use the left hand to push back up to both hands. I'm going to step the left foot to the outside of the wheel. Taking your lunge, draping your body over the wheel, back knee melts, hands long in front of you. Settle through that right hip flexor. And then lift up, Anjaneyasana, reach the back foot, hug the heel in, feel the deep quad and hip flexor stretch. Maybe you hook that foot into the crease of the elbow and try a mermaid bind. Continue to work the breath. Release. Take another fold. This time, hugging the back heel in, reaching for it with the left hand. Hug the heel in and then kick it away. Twist the shoulders to stacked. Lizard twist. Breathe here. Grab your wheel and then stretch it over the head if you did that on the other side. I forgot to do that here, so I'm going to cue it. Reach the wheel all the way behind you, and then you can take your flying split. Chaturanga the elbows, make a shelf for the left foot. See if you can lift that back leg off the wheel, and then back on. Release it to half split. Ardha Hanumanasana. And if you did a full split, you might find one side is different than the other, but maybe we try again, and it's okay if you don't take it all the way down. Just find the place where you feel the split, where you feel the hamstring and the back hip flexor and quad. and you find some ease and you connect to the breath. Use the wheel to really keep the body upright, shoulders over hips, trying to keep the hips square, and then come on out when you're ready. Once again, we're gonna wedge our chest right in towards the wheel and try King Cobra. Hold the wheel, lift the hips, and then melt the hips. Imagine or try to touch your toes towards your head. Adjust yourself if needed. Inhale, hips up. Exhale, melt the hips. Heart to sky, head to toes, toes to head. And recover by just melting in a child's pose over the wheel. We're going to do some upper body strengtheners with some chaturangas. This might feel really hard, so you can always take a break or play with something else. We're going to take the right foot on top, plank pose, left leg up, chaturanga for 3, tuck the knee in, push it away. Chaturanga for 2, knee to nose, hips up. Chaturanga for 3, knee to nose, step on down. Left leg is forward, low lunge. And then we're going to take a standing split. So send that right leg off the wheel and up towards the sky. Take a couple breaths here, or maybe try a little handstand switch. Our left leg meets the wheel. Our right leg sends out. Chaturanga, knee to nose. Chaturanga, elbows to ribs, knee to nose, tuck. One more, chaturanga, and then tap your nose. Hips up, step through. Low lunge. Drag the knees to meet. Standing split. Kick the left foot up. Drop the head towards your mat. Take a few breaths, a moment, or try a little handstand kick switch. Could try a couple jumping handstands. And then meet in Malasana, wrapping your forearms under your knees so we can give a little massage to the forearms and circle out those wrists. All right, moving on, grab a hold of your wheel, elbows shoulder width apart, press down, bring the top of the head down and to the back of the wheel. Tuck yourself into a headstand Sirsasana, bring the toes down, hug the knees in, toes down, hug the knees in, little egg shape using your core. Press your head into the wheel, strong forearms, maybe legs all the way up to sky. Play with leg shapes if you want. Stag legs, maybe Garudasana, eagle wrap legs. And then tuck the knees in and switch. Stag leg other side, taking that front leg into a cross eagle wrap, Garudasana legs. Strong shoulders pressing down, not a lot of weight in the top of the head. Tuck the knees in and lower yourself with control to forearm dolphin. Wiggle those hips, take a breath. If you'd like to stretch and stay here, feel free. If you want to try a forearm stand or even a pincha press, press your head into the wheel, push into the forearms, use the core and see if you can press on up. So you might try that a couple times. Elbows under shoulders, press the back of the head down and see if you can float the feet off into a little pincha press. If it happened, awesome. If not, no big deal. Have fun playing. When you're ready, come on down and take a child's pose. Deep breath into the back body. Allow the shoulders to soften, hips to sway a little bit. A lot of work on those shoulders. And release the body over the wheel one more time. Your child's pose with the wheel. You could find some release through the neck by placing your hands to the base of the neck and just creating a little space with gravity. Continue to breathe in your child's pose. Let something go. And then roll yourself up. We're going to take Ustrasana or camel shapes. So knees are down and you're going to melt your spine over the wheel. See if you can relax and wiggle the fingers towards the knees, little lightning bolt. Breathe. It's going to get intense. Reach your hands behind your head. Grab a hold of the wheel if you can. Wiggle the fingers towards the toes. Maybe the elbows land. Maybe they're just hovering. When you're ready, we'll press you out of that by just going into camel. So press the hands into the heels and allow the heart to lift, the hips to press forward over the knees. And when you come out, just have a seat on the wheel. Find a neutral spine and then a little twist. Let the arms swing right to left, washing out. Walk onto your feet. And then drop your body over your thighs, your quads. Just melt the head down, counter stretch. Breathe into the back body. Maybe bend and straighten the knees, and then we'll pick ourselves off the wheel into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Root and rise as you inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. Turn and face your wheel. Press your hands into the wheel, and then your right leg kicks back. Leg lifts, right leg up and tap the earth. Lift and lower. Little warrior 3 leg lifts. Lift, lower, and then lift and tuck, knee to chest. Press it back, knee to chest. Round the spine, hug the knee in using core strength. Press it back and then pulse the leg, straight leg lifts. Squeeze the glutes, pull the belly in, crown of the head to sky. Open the right arm to sky, Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Stack the shoulders and hips, and then start to row the knee into the chest. Give your quad a tap, and then stretch the arm over the head. Tap knee in, stretch it back out. Really nice and controlled, trusting your balance and not the wheel. And see if you can grab the outside top of the leg for your sugarcane Chapasana. Kick the foot into the hand. Keep kicking, opening. We're going to try to go into dancer. I fall a couple of times in this transition. Maybe you can stick the landing. So we'll try to take that outside grip, same position, and kick up into dancer's pose. Keep shining the heart forward. Maybe those fingers reach out in front of you. Find a focal point and kick the leg up as high as you can. When you're ready, come on down. Shake out those legs. Bring your hands to the wheel and find a down dog shape, maybe some cat-cow, and we'll take a twist. Right arm lifts, bend the left knee deeply, release. Left arm lifts, bend the right knee deeply, and release. Go ahead and set up your warrior 3 leg lifts with your left leg lifting up and down. Lift and lower. Squeeze the glutes, pull belly towards spine. Nice long neck, gaze ahead. Lift and then pulse. Little tiny squeezes, leg lifts up and up. Tuck the knee to chest and press it away. Knee to chest, inhale, exhale, press away. If you feel like you're losing balance, it's totally normal. Use more strength, less support on the wheel. It is not secure. Open up into your half moon, left arm lifts, hip opens, stack the shoulders and hips. Tucking the knee in, give it a tap, and then stretch it over. Tap your knee, stretch it out. Arm can be up to sky or over the head. Tap the knee into the chest and lengthen. Feel your obliques. Tap it in, extend it out. Tap it in, extend it out. Bend the knee, and then see if you can grab the outside top of the foot for your sugarcane, Chapasana. Kick the leg up, stack the shoulders and hips. Think of splitting. And we'll work on trying to hit dancer pose without dropping the foot if you can. I fell out of each one, so maybe you had better balance than me here. Kick up through that left foot, shine the heart forward, either holding your dancer or falling a bunch of times. Find that focus point, nail it, and release it. Shake out those legs and drop the head. Hands to the wheel, and we're gonna take a deep squat all the way down to Malasana. You can bounce, little party Malasana, bounce it out, dance it out, and then grab the wheel, push the arms over the head, have a seat. Navasana, boat pose. Take the feet down, lift the arms over the shoulders, have a seat, lift the feet up towards the wheel. Try that again. Feet to ground, arms charge up. And then have a seat, lift the legs. Nice work. Shine the chest upward. Lower your way to low boat, back to high. The wheel can roll down the legs and roll up the legs, or just simply hold it, lift and lower. Lower down, sacrum to earth, lift up. Inhale and exhale. Lower down, charge it up. Tap one toes to the mat and keep alternating toe taps. Exhale, both arms up. Now the wheel's gonna go side to side. Little Russian twist. Bring the wheel to the right hip, to the left hip, to the right hip, to the left hip. Hold it on the right and then we'll drop the legs. 3, 2, and 1. Switch. Lift the wheel to the left. Drop the legs and lift. Feel the hip flexors, your strong core, quads on, and then lift. Go ahead and take a straddle, forward fold. Walk the hips back, drop the heart towards the mat. You can keep grabbing the wheel if that feels good, or just let it go. Roll it in and then push it away. Find ease through your inner thighs, your hamstrings. Roll yourself back up. We're going to bring the wheel behind us, melting back for a wheel pose. When you're ready, bring the fingers down towards the wheel, work your hips up and down, little bridge hip lifts a few times to prep. And then when you're ready, press yourself over the wheel, up onto the hands and feet, charging the chest through the shoulders. Any movements you want to work with, maybe some leg lifting, one and then the other. Continue to feel those nice open shoulders, press the chest behind you. Maybe if you have standing up in your practice, you can try to stand up from wheel. If not, melt back over the wheel. If you did stand, maybe you're hanging in a forward fold for a breath. Come on up to the feet and try a standing back bend. Bring it back down, forward fold. Allow the weight of your head to be heavy. Sway the hips, maybe shake out the neck. Having a seat one more time. This time we're going to work on a forearm wheel. So if that's not in your practice, feel free to do bridge or another wheel, or just see what you can do. Grab a hold of the wheel and then see if maybe you can press onto the forearms. And we'll just work here. Again, maybe leg lifting. If you're working on kickovers, maybe try that. You could try pinch up, bringing your toe to the wheel and then trying to land lightly over it. Maybe you try the other side. Sometimes if we're just learning, it's not even worth trying both sides. If we're not feeling very secure, it's okay to just go for your good side. But if you do feel strong in your practice, definitely give both a shot. And when you're done, go ahead and release that. Anything that feels good on the body right here. And when you're ready, we're going to take it onto our backs, hugging the knees deeply into the chest. Make little circles, massaging the spine. Dropping your knees to the right, take a spinal twist. Melt the left shoulder down, turn the gaze towards the left fingers. Big breath in, big sigh out. Knees to the left, Right shoulder melts, gaze to the right, stack the hips. Knees are heavy, spine gets a nice twist. Breath in and out. Grab a hold of the outside top of the feet for happy baby, perhaps moving through a straddle. We're going to take the wheel behind us. So go ahead and grab your wheel again for halasana or plow pose. Bring the feet, the top of the feet onto the wheel. You can hold it and then just rock back and forth. Little space between your chin and chest. And just see how that feels. You could play with this plow pose. You could take shoulder stand by supporting the back. Maybe lift one leg off the wheel and then bring it down. The other leg lifts off the wheel. And you can play here with that movement. We can bring the arms back and just enjoy rounding the spine after arching. Perhaps trying to lift both legs up in a balancing shoulder stand, candlestick, and then release. Massaging again into that low back. I'm going to bring the wheel in front of us and then take a figure 4 or reverse pigeon stretch. Right ankle over left quad. Allow the right hip to go into external rotation, perhaps with a little assist from the hands. And then lift up into a bridge, continuing to open up through the right hip. Well, now a little bit of engagement through the hamstring and glutes. Roll down. Both feet on top, bridge pulses. Squeeze the glutes and the hamstrings. Press the shoulders into the earth. Hips up high. Hold and lower down vertebrae by vertebrae. Now the left ankle crosses over the right quad. Flex the toes and allow the left hip to open out externally. You peel up into a bridge with the pigeon stretch. Roll down the spine when you're ready. Maybe an assist on that leg. Both feet down, come back through bridge pulses. Squeeze the booty. One more little effort in the glutes and the hamstrings, and then one more little ab work here. Legs up. Tap your toes. Lower down. Tap it up. Lower down. Pull that belly towards the mat and then just lift the shoulder blades up. Tap it out. Last bit of big effort here. Squeeze, lift, hold it here. Make a U. Point the toes up. Lift the fingers, shoulders off, hips up. Squeeze. Hold it. And release it. Bring your soles of the feet together. Allow the knees to separate wide, little butterfly shape. Arms over the head. Release the belly. Cactus the elbows out. Connecting to the breath. Bringing the arms down by your sides, fingers curled towards heart. Coming into stillness after all that hard work. You deserve this rest. If the leg position is not comfortable for you, feel free to change it up. You can walk the feet onto the floor and allow the knees to cave inward. If you're close to a wall, you could keep your feet on the wall, legs up the wall. Really up to you. Just find a place of comfort where you can let go, where you can surrender. Relax your whole body. Allow it to sink into your mat. Relax your forehead, eyebrows, jaw, tongue, ears, your whole physical body, and then relax your whole mental body. Allow yourself to be who you are, letting go of any ideas of who you are supposed to be. Let that fill you up. Stay as long as you like, or if you're ready, go ahead and curl onto one side in fetal position. Take another breath, filling up through the back body this time, and sigh it out. Again, if you'd like to stay longer, feel free. Otherwise, I'm going to take it up into a seat on my wheel, inhaling the arms over the head, palms to heart center to seal our practice, a humble bow inward. Thank you for practicing with me. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Thanks so much. See you next time.